Hello guys and welcome back to another video, and today we are back with another episode of History Changed. It is now episode 8, and as you can see, African borders have been dealt with a little bit. They still look bad, but everybody negotiated a little bit with some help from the Europeans, so the borders look better, I'd say, by a bit, but, you know, Niger got screwed over time here, yep. Look at that. They got screwed over big time. But you know the drill. It's an episode. Which colony will break away? Has to be Nepal and Bhutan at this point, man. They've existed here for so long without breaking away. They have to be the ones to break away this episode. I guess we could also go for British Malaysia. So we have multiple colonies breaking away now. Bang, boom, done. See, look at that. Now what else will happen? We need things to change. I feel like this Cold War will eventually call for, just for the sake of this series and we can have more interesting fun in it, nuclear disarmament will be achieved. Just so that, you know, the world doesn't end. And with the nuclear disarmament, the Soviets can start having more fun. They're going to go back to war with their buddy Finland, and their goal is to, you know, just capture Finland, annex it into the USSR, like the good old days. They managed to do a sneaky naval invasion right there, while they also, you know, pressure this front. You know, they would have instantly gotten defeated by the Finnish if it wasn't for their great preparations. Like, the Finnish could just go out, hit the railroad, and then push on the Russian. But, you know, the Soviets actually thought that through here, and top of Finland is just getting sweated out, and the Finnish are trying to stop this, which would go almost good. But you know, they're the Soviets, they have their ways. Eventually push up and connect up, and Finland will definitely fall up soon, I guess. It's just a matter of time. This would take months, maybe even years, but Finland would eventually fall to the Soviet. This would be bad news for the West because they failed. The Soviets have won something, but Cold War was also the Allies' fault, so. And now the Soviets are proud of themselves. They managed to conquer Finland, so possibly conquer more land. But, they're gonna have to give some land some independence here. See these Romanians there. They're gonna need independence, but they will be reduced to a puppet state. There we go. Soviets fixed their own problem. But they gained Finland, which is an overall net gain for them, so I don't see why they should be too upset about this one. Now, Germany wants to expand. They also want to smash down the Soviets, like everyone else. They're going to form a pact with Italy, because they want to destroy communism. They want to be the communism destroyers. The Americans will also get involved in this pact, and they would start pumping more investments into their militaries, so eventually they can start demolishing communism. They're getting ready for World War III, basically, is what they're doing here, which will happen in another episode. Sadly, not this episode. I should really go further back in time. Oh no, man. World War III, I covered that multiple times. It's starting to get old, you know. We got Japan right here. They would want some stuff as well. They might get involved. Korea might get involved. They want some land, you know. They're starting to form a pact, which means that the communist bloc will form a huge defense pact as well. This Greek state definitely supports the idea of destroying this communism. So yeah, everybody's just building up for a World War III in episode 9, which is the next episode if you couldn't tell. But, you know, I feel like this is the age where decolonization is going to start picking up. And I feel like, you know, they can't hold all their colonies forever. So they're going to start releasing the states, you know. They're going to start releasing countries. Now the borders are a bit goofy. You know, I'm not great at drawing exact borders. But, get Somalia there, I guess. Something like that, I guess. These borders are very weird. I'm not good at drawing these borders. Hold on. This is more of an artist statement than anything. We have an Ethiopian empire, I guess, form here. Now, I apologize for the bad borders, but there's not too much I can do about this. I'm not the best artist in the world. I'm not the best at drawing borders. Yeah. And then I guess, you know, Sudan's gonna get independence either way. So, boom, they're kicked out of Africa. And everybody's getting independent. So, Canada, you're independent as well. So, hooray. Yippee. So, Iceland independent. They keep Greenland for obvious reasons. Now, over here. Yeah. Might want to limit that thing down there. Got New Zealand and Australia. Everybody's getting a dose of independence over here. I guess Papua New Guinea could join Australia for the time being. You know, it won't hurt that much. So now colonization is just over. They decolonized. So the only real colony is like up here, you know, Greenland. They'll get independence eventually, but not this episode. Don't deserve it quite yet. And where will the next event be? I feel like we're going to have a communist civil war once again. We really can't catch a break from these. What happened here? There we go. And now, you know, we have to cover another civil war. The Cold War's full of civil wars between communism. Communists will eventually manage to, you know, capture that island. And now it's pretty much balanced, I'd have to say. But, you know, the communists would definitely be able to get some naval stuff going on. They'd eventually get kicked out of there, and then it's a little mixed reaction, you know. Both sides could do things here. Eventually they'd get kicked out of the mainland, but then they could just capture Jakarta here. Now they're just forced to surrender here, so they're turning communist. Indonesia is now a communist government. Hooray. Keep that in mind. Indonesia is a communist. Hooray. Communist Indonesia. A goofy thing, nonetheless. Pretty goofy. But now we'd have to have Spain having a civil war too. You know, it's just everybody having a civil war. That's just the Cold War in general. And as we all know, Spain pretty much just always be a democratic. The fascists and communists would be beat out. Now Spain is a pretty great country now. They beat out the fascists and the communists. They're back on track. Pretty good, Spain. I'm happy for you. The Middle East is always going to be chaotic. I'll note that part down now. I don't know. This is pretty much as far as I could actually see it for the series, other than like a full world war. I think we're gonna only have 10 episodes in the series. Yeah, because I want to do other series, you know, and stuff. School's approaching, so you know the drill here. I'm sorry for this being another short episode, but you know, the show has to go on. Anyways, if you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button. If you really liked it, then make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. Goodbye.